Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 23rd, National Gorgeous Grandma Day. I don't really know what to do with this, but grandmas are great. I had some very excellent ones. I loved mine very much. So good job, grandmas. And now the news. All right, so it turns out there was actually more news over the weekend than just President Biden stepping out of the race. So let's start with an update on the CrowdStrike failure. On Friday, a company called CrowdStrike, which is a security firm, sent out an update that caused about 8.5 million computers and machines that use Microsoft Windows to just fail big time. It disrupted flights, 911 in certain states, and businesses and banking all over the country were affected. Remember when we were so scared of Y2K and then nothing happened? This feels like what we thought would probably happen. Actually, that's not true. What we thought would happen would be that we would all, evaporate. I don't know. The Y2K stuff was crazy, but this is more along the lines of what some people probably thought would happen. Though it sounds like now they have fixed most of the problems. On Sunday, the company wrote that they are fixing the problem and working on a solution to make sure it doesn't happen again. I don't know what the problem was. Here's my hunch. There's an office cat, and it got in there. And you can't train a cat unless you're me, because I trained my cat to sit, play goalie, roll over, and say hi. She used to do fetch, but it got forgotten. And yes, I do have friends that I see sometimes, and I leave this apartment. How dare you even ask that? Lena Khan, the chair of the FTC, wrote on Sunday, quote, "All too often these days, a single glitch results in a system-wide outage, affecting industries from healthcare and airlines to banks and auto dealers." Adding, quote, "Millions of people and businesses pay the price. These incidents reveal how concentration can create fragile systems." Which is true. It was like one thing, just holding the whole thing together. So sure feels like someone should do something about that because it was pure chaos. On Monday, Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle appeared before the House Oversight and Accountability Committee in the first hearing since the assassination attempt against former President Trump. In the hearing, she called the attempt the, quote, "most significant operational failure by the agency in decades." She noted that the Secret Service was told about a suspicious person who ended up being crooks 2 to 5 times before the shooting, and said that the roof that Crooks shot from was clocked as a potential point of vulnerability in a scout before the shooting. Still, she maintains that she will not be quitting her job. And when House Rep Nancy Mace suggested that she start writing her letter of resignation, Cheadle told her, quote, "No thank you," which is so funny to me. Hey, time to quit your job for this huge, massive, historically bad screw-up. Oh, no thanks. Thanks for the suggestion, but it's going to be a no thank you for me. Republican Chair James Comer and the committee's top Democrat Jamie Raskin signed onto a letter together calling on her to step down. And then Comer was like, "Hey, well, we're both here on this letter. Do you want to hang out sometime? We could be friends, maybe go have lunch, check yes or no." And then Raskin pretended like he never saw that draft with those notes in it. And now it's even more awkward in this committee than normal. What is this joke? Anyway, to quote Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, quote, "It has been 10 days since the assassination attempt on a former president of the United States. Regardless of party, there need to be answers." And she's right. We do need to know more about this, and we need to know more about Trump's health post-shooting. We haven't even seen the bullet. What would happen if I saw it? I don't know. I'd be like, I think that's a bullet. But it does feel like by now there should be way more information about all of this out there, and I will continue to ring the bell about this until we have more information. But of course, the big news is still Kamala Harris 2024. On Monday, Kamala Harris continued to bring the Dems into array unlike any other, with Nancy Pelosi and Hakeem Jeffries adding their names to the seemingly unending list of supporters. And with not one single defection saying that they want to run against her, Kamala Harris officially has enough delegates to secure the nomination in the first round of voting at next month's convention. Out of the 3,900 delegates, she only needed 1,976 to secure the win. She has more than that as of this recording, but expect that more states will also pledge their delegates to her in the coming days. In other words, although it's not officially official until the August convention, Kamala Harris is our nominee without any competition. Not even from little Joey Manchin. Oh no, Joey, whatever will we do without your voice in American politics? I guess continue to be unbothered. Joey, I wouldn't have to make fun of you so much if you had just been better on voting rights and the filibuster and literally almost everything else. Joey, I made a shirt that says, quote, Joe Manchin is not the best we can do. I made that shirt because you are not the best we can do. We can do better. And I firmly believe that you can do better. I don't know that, actually, if I firmly believe it. This cannot certainly be your best. Anyway, thanks, Joey. I hope you enjoy your houseboat. Honestly, having a houseboat sounds lovely, so good for him. Oh, I'm thinking about running for president. Some thoughts should be inside thoughts. Though it is hilarious to me that he was like, maybe I'm going to run for president? And everyone dunked on him so hard that he just pulled up anchor and went about his day. So, still no decision has been made for vice president, but to be fair, she just got the homework assignment a few hours ago. Let her Alta Vista some options. In the first 24 hours since the announcement that President Biden was dropping out of the race and putting his support behind Kamala Harris, her campaign has raised more than $81 million. This is a record-breaking number, a stunning 60% of which came from first-time donors. ActBlue processed more than $90 million in donations in that same period of time, which means that this news is also reinvigorating down-ballot races that desperately needed the juice. Now, this is all happening so fast. So just like with yesterday, by the time you hear this, those numbers, they will again be in the rearview mirror. Now, if you, like me, woke up on Monday to emails and texts from folks asking what they can do to take advantage of this energy and get their friends, family, and community voting, direct folks to raisingvoters.org/be-a-voter. We are totally nonpartisan, and all we want to do is help make Election Day just a little bit easier for everyone. So raisingvoters.org/be-a-voter. Take the pledge, be a voter. This whole thing turns on turnout. And that's it. That's the news. What a time. I'm proud of grandmas. I had some absolute A pluses in my life. And because you are also an A plus, I'm proud of you.